continue the round all the way through and not ever get complacent. Something that he needed when he won the Mid-America Open earlier this year, a Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series event.
A little lower, but
it's fine.
Absolutely fine, yeah.
Making kind of the...
Hey, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
If he's exactly under it, there's a putt, but if he's right behind that pine tree, there's not much.
Oh, Kyle getting just underneath it, and beautiful touch. That's parked for the birdie. Paul is going to have to lean all the way out. And
that got there so fast, though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That thing just blitzed right out of his hand. See if Kyle can match that beautiful shot we saw in round 2. Oh, and he hits the same branch.
This must be the final day.
And that will leave a difficult decision for Kyle because that's within range, but that you're going to have to throw high speed and coming in on that.
Long ways down.
Yeah. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
The farther they fall?
The farther they fall, the longer it takes for him to hit the ground. Look at this shot from Kyle. Yeah.
Sit down. Hillside angle correctly, and he didn't get the roll. Only opportunity for birdie is this guy right here. Doesn't quite reach for it.
And you can see something that he's done incredibly well. In fact, I think he's the only player in the field in the first 2 rounds to go bogey-free.
Oh, no.
Kyle, did that squeak? Oh, it stayed safe. Just so many great holes with all the fun, unique greens on this course. But this is just a great thrower's hole. Kyle just trying to lay it up there and avoiding the tree that Kevin had the circle miss. Kyle up and in for par. Want to give a quick shout out to Colt Montgomery on this one, who chained out for the ace, the $1,000 ace bounty on this one.
In this game,
rules out here I just play for par. This is definitely one of them. This one, you can get aggressive. I didn't see a lot of birdies on it all weekend because of the left to right crosswind. Once you get that turned over, it's tough for it to come back.
We have our feature groups or league cards here this week, but there were some out there. Another hole that was birdied.
That's surprising right there. That one's he's kicking himself. That one's gettable.
Yeah,
and he's been putting great.
Yeah, his putt has a lot of swing to it, you know. So a miss is going nowhere else but scooch. Wow, missing everything. The tricky part of the forehand here is a lot of players end up going too straight and not getting the hyzer at the end that you're going to see Kyle get as well. I mean, just matching Marweed's forehand. That's awesome. 2 players who are really familiar with one another, battled many times up in mid-green where that disc was rolling, that wall stops, and that could have rolled through there. But he fortunately stays in bounds, and now he's got about 27, 28 feet left for
throwing pretty good shots, making smart decisions, laying up those death putts, and then find yourself at even being like, well, I felt like I was playing good.
Well, this is an important putt for Kyle. He is in. You just very short run up here. This is the anti-Conrad zone of the course. Standing on a little railroad tide. Get your balance. Kyle's got too much cut on this as well. This is way too wide, and he's going to be out in circle 4, almost circle 5. Kind of in a little bit of a bowl.
Look at that gray scorecard.
Yeah, it's going to continue to get grayer for McBeth. It's going to be 6 straight pars. I mean, that is good. That gravel path really signifies like where you're trying to land. And if you go just past it, that sets up even better forehand turnover for your second.
They couldn't make that gap look any bigger.
No, they couldn't. Perfect. But
He's going to be kicking himself for that one. That's right up his alley of exactly where he wanted to land, and then his strength really faltered him right there.
Yeah, it was not what he was looking for. And that is another opportunity lost. And opportunity lost turned into, how are you even going to save the par? Back in there, but he executed that line nicely.
I was there. So the reason he went with the backhand as Kyle goes to the other side, but that's fine.
I mean, he's made so many miraculous putts from such awkward positions, but I don't think he's going to have anything from there. Oh, Kyle almost saving the par. That would have been something special there. That start, yeah, I mean, that's not enough to hold off the charging chase card. I mean, this course always keeps everybody so close together that even the third card, I feel like, is probably in the mix. Way up the fairway, you should be able to step out to the side and manage something up to the green, perhaps, with a good shot. Surprised to see Kevin go that flippy disc again. I mean, it worked out, but that's the stable Anheuser that kind of flattens out, gets you so much extra distance.
Those go a long ways in the final round of a tournament.
I gotta say, that golf gallery, that gallery on the left is starting to look more like a golf gallery. They're just off the fairway, but there's so much trust in these players' ability that they want to get as close as they can to the adders. Oh, my goodness.
Scramble time.
Yep. And Kyle not in position to take the birdie anymore. And Paul, he is now in position to take that disc. Marweed famous for having a spider pig in his bag. Are you kidding me, Kyle? I don't think anyone could see Kevin throw that shot and think, yeah, that's easy.
Well, you think when people go over, you're thinking thumb or tomahawk, they're taking the gap out of play and kind of cheating the hole. That is not cheating the hole. That is a very precise, tight shot he's throwing.
To make a 30-footer now to save your par. Kyle, look at that. Doesn't run it on 4, but goes for it here on 9. And, I mean, it's a similar punishment. Like, that's going to be, yeah, he's outside the circle.
When you're that good.
The double bogey on hole 2, or the bogey on 2, the double bogey on 5. Both were miraculous bogey and double bogeys. That could have been way worse.
Oh, that was so close to being great. Yeah, and you're right. Yes, the fortitude of that kid to come back and...
He's one back of the lead.
It's like you have to be precise on every shot.
Kyle with a green light situation and give a nice uphill bid. That's going to come up a bit.
Should have a good idea of his shot selection on this course.
Kyle sticking with that hyzer play, and it seems to work well for the young player. That is pin high left. Kyle in for birdie.
Star framing again.
Correct. So Marweed, interesting to see what he goes with on his second now. Out of position.
I like this. Wide, stable, get around.
And there's the big skip. Normally you see them bounce down the hill, and there.
And that speed control in is tough. This allows Kyle to be able to throw mid-range and have a bit more touch coming in, even though this is going to be fast.
Yeah, just inches away as well, hitting the same corner tree that Kevin hit.
Decision time, though. He's going to have a look of some sort to the basket from there.
So fast. Marweed going for the big putt there. But he's going to be at least 2 back of just Marweed.
No more laying up for Kyle. We saw that back on 2. Oh, goodness.
Holy moly, man. 2 incredible putts going back to...
Sort of upshot into the green. If you do not, it is very easy to go down into that creek right there And that's a nightmare. But these guys are so dialed, I just feel like they're just going to hit this gap.
Yeah, it just doesn't really seem like a problem.
And I've noticed something this year. All these guys can putt from 9.
Really find out. Just look at the results from 2018 Idlewild. Course hasn't changed.
Yeah, you come into these 2 holes and you think, man, I can get to the bottom and give myself a look. This one too, this looks great.
His forehand is so smooth. Every time he's thrown the forehand, it's been perfectly down the middle, except for maybe the exception of hole 9. Every other time he's thrown a forehand, the scariest player to be on your tail of any player in disc golf history.
His switch can turn on faster than anybody's.
Ooh, Kyle just narrowly missing the tree that is the Punisher right there at the edge of Marwy. Just look at this guy. I feel like he's Sexton 2.0. He's like Sexton if Sexton was 6'4". Like very similar play style. They even kind of have a similar look about him. Just Marwy has more of that like basketball body build. Hole 15, par 4. Got to keep it in the middle. And that's not to say that he's better than Sexton. It's just he's like the younger Sexton. It's taller, maybe more handsome. It's just subjective. I don't know.
That was a beautiful drive with the flight of the disc. Had no choice but to just go right there to the basket. And this is what I'm talking about. Very easily, Kyle could have been choosing to throw forehand from there.
That's the first one. And a horrible time to do it as Marweed is parked for the birdie. Oh, my goodness. And that would have brought Kevin to 8 down on the last 9 holes if that goes in. What an incredible fight he's had from your tee.
Helping win today. It was left to right tail, which really held these discs out to the right and just filtered them kind of into the middle of the fairway.
Sure did. Kyle, beautiful tee shot. He's set up perfectly. And your leader.
Yeah, and with his distance, he had to throw that low. That was such a well-executed throw because he doesn't have the power of Klein or Kevin. He has to flex it just over that bush. That was an incredible shot. These guys are just throwing lawn darts at this. That's the perfect landing zone.
Yep.
Anything farther and that was nasty.
Reminiscent of what he did last year. That beautiful approach shot that he had. Kyle off left. And
good rollback.
That's an opportunity lost. He knows it. Cool. No one else. McBeth is special. And Kyle going to get the birdie, so he'll stay within.
Right, it's tough. I think you got to attack the green.
Looks like Kyle has done that. Sit. At 24 under par, only one group left on the course to try to get to 25 and take this thing home.
Unbelievable.
And these other guys are just going to look to try to do whatever they can to keep it in the middle. Kevin Jones has done that.
This needs help.
And it has gotten... Backhand turnover from Kyle. I like it.
Get through.
Get through it. Is it low enough? Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, it is. What a fantastic shot.
This kid is unbelievable.
He is unreal. He is tournament, or Kevin the tournament, excuse me, as Kyle and Andrew Marweed are absolutely pinned for birdie on one of the hardest holes on the course. I thought it would be the hardest. It's actually the third.
Andrew Marweed, Kyle's going to lead us off.
You know what's exciting about this is we're crowning a new champion. Somebody who's never won before on the Pro Tour will be the champion today.
And not only that, these guys are friends and they've been competing against one another in Michigan for years. And we're going to have our 5th consecutive new champion at Idlewild.
Turn.
Okay, that's ridiculously crushed.
Smacked it.
I don't know if he's going to have a...
I was over there myself. He's going to have to throw a flex shot.
Oh my gosh, he is in a terrible spot.
Yeah.
Nothing easy about this one.
It's got to go.
Oh, okay.
The flop was nice. The flop over to the left side of that tree's nice. He might be able to straddle and not have like...
Look, it's just absolutely nothing. I mean, beautiful tee shot, but now just match play. Kyle knows that he's under the basket and putting all the pressure on Marweed here.
What is this? All of 30 feet.
Absolutely. To push the playoff. What a putt. It's not even a putt you make in your backyard when there's no pressure. Having to straddle out left. Yeah, it's just like this is just another day. Like this is whoever wins this tournament, this is going to be the crowning achievement in their career. First at some point, and one of these guys will have their first today.
Very important tee shot here.
And making the correction, getting straighter, getting the big skip, that is ideal.
Yeah, dealer's choice from there, whether he wants to go sidearm approach or backhand approach. That's the perfect spot to be.
Are we electing to go inside this time? And rolling back down the hill a bit, but still a lot of distance off the tee is huge.
He's going with the flex forehand here.
How much of the hill is in his way?
Well, he's in a good spot here.
Yeah.
No turnover.
A bit high.
Bad kick.
Oh, and a bad tree kick.
That's fine, though, because he's safe. Kyle still, if he wants to win the tournament, he has to play pretty aggressive here.
In some ways, advantage Marweed.
Absolutely.
Because
he's inbounds.
It does make Kyle have to choose, okay, do I want to win this here? And by doing so, you can lose it.
Slow down. Oh my gosh, that is such control, such touch to be able to stop it.
I am not
on a dime.
I'm not surprised, but I am impressed. That guy
has to have it.
Wow. Can he do it again? Oh no. Well, that's just a formality at this point. That's out of bounds.
That was such a good putt. It just needed to drop.
And that will do it. And your 2021 Idlewild Open champion will be Kyle Klein. He finally gets a great run at D-Glow, and now he is going to be an Elite Series champion.
And after last week, he was leading the tournament, and they canceled the tournament.
No hotter player on the planet right now than this young man.